One thing I want to start doing more is using like Twitter polls, but also Grok due diligence. And I think that it makes an interesting combination, right? Just do a quick Twitter poll up over the weekend of these three stocks, Adobe, Oracle, Lulu, like which one of those are more interesting to the group. And these are just kind of like tickers I've seen across different social medias. So just try to consolidate them, get like a consensus. So I asked Grok a bunch of questions. And again, like do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice, but I find that this information was, approximately correct, right? It's not going to be exact across different sources because I think Grok uses different sources, like Yahoo Finance, MSN, Seeking Alpha, different things like that. But when I was looking at Lulu specifically, it was pretty approximate, right? There wasn't any like crazy outlier there. So, hey, market cap stuff. These are all just things I'm interested in. Market cap. I want to look at the 52-week highs and lows, right? I also want to see like, okay, great, out of the 52-week highs, like which ones are closest to or furthest away, right? So getting that perspective there on like where the chart's going to be at before I even look at the chart, right? So I know that Lulu's probably it's probably pretty hard sell off, right? Whereas maybe Oracle has seen a pop lately, and Adobe maybe meandering in the middle there. So just kind of like a perspective there. Just going down through a few things that might be interesting, like revenue and revenue projections, right? I want to kind of get a sense of the company, like from a high level, from this Grok due diligence before I dive a little further, right? So I can see kind of like, hey, Lulu's revenue is kind of flat, right? So I can kind of expect that when I go into the financials and stuff. Looking at like net margins, right? I can also look at like, oh, great, like Lulu's margins have kind of like fallen off 2024, 2025, but Adobe's margins are looking better year over year, right? So just kind of some entry level due diligence, which I think is really helpful. And next thing I really want interested in, this is what I really love to look at, is like the free cash flow and like what that's looking like. And already when I look at the free cash flow for Lulu, right? Like looking 2024, 2025, it's actually negative. So I don't really like that a lot, right? Oracle, same. It's a negative free cash flow it's looking at. But Adobe, and free cash flow is, hey, how much cash is this company generating? You see 2024 to 2025 estimate of like 10% over. So I really like that, right? It's growing that cash. Then I want to look at like how relatively expensive each one of these is. These are all in different sectors, so I wanted to get a perspective of the current price to earning ratio forward to the sector median, right, to see if there's meat on the bones there. And you do see Lulu's inexpensive versus the sector, which there could be a reason for that, but this is just a good thing to look at. I see Oracle; it's actually expensive versus the sector, so maybe it's seen a pop there, but there all is some like interesting ones with Adobe and Lulu from an expense perspective. And then I just want to look at EPS, right? Kind of like that bottom line for earnings, right? You do see that 2024, 2025 EPS for Lulu is negative there, right? But Adobe and Oracle are sitting pretty. So that's kind of like some interesting due diligence I think you can do